At first sight, the female reed bunting can easily be mistaken for the female house sparrow, as they have very similar colourings. But the bunting has one thing that the sparrow doesn't, and that's white outer tail feathers. But having just said that, there's been a male house sparrow in the garden now for a number of years that has white outer tail feathers. This is possibly a throwback to an all-white sparrow that fledged in the garden back in 2009, and since then I've seen a number of sparrows with the occasional white feathers. This tail flicking is a characteristic of the reed bunting, but unlike the wagtails, who bob their tails up and down all the time, reed buntings seem only to do this sporadically. The flick is really a spreading of the tail, exposing the outer feathers, resulting in a split-second flash of white. This white also shows well when the bird's in flight, particularly if it's flying away from you. Here in this slowed down section, you can clearly see how the spreading of the tail shows off the outer white feathers. I've seen this described as a nervous flick, but if it is, why would you make yourself more conspicuous and more vulnerable to prey? It could also be a form of communication with others, indicating, here is food, or keep your distance. I suppose we'll never know, but in nature there's almost always an advantage to be gained from any form of adornment or behaviour. If you have sparrows and chaffinches in the garden during the winter, it's always worth keeping an eye out for reed buntings, who will often feed along with them.